All right, we're backstage with Cody Johnson. I got to ask you 3 things that happened to you this year, okay?
All right.
Number 1, World Series, national anthem.
Pretty cool.
How cool was that?
It was pretty cool. You know, I'm one of those firm believers, like, when it comes to national anthem, it's really sacred. You should be required to stand up and put your hand over your heart, take your hat off. So when I sing it, I try not to like make it my song. I just try to sing it the way it's supposed to be sung. And it really helps me to remember the words and just make it like normal, you know. At Game 7, though, they had this camera in my face, and then right in the middle of singing it, I thought, oh God, there's 100 million people on the other end of that lens. But it was great. It was the first World Series game I'd ever been to. I mean, Game 7 tied up. That's
you didn't even know until like Game 6 was over.
I knew the night before.
But I mean, if there was no Game 7. It wouldn't have happened. And
that didn't. I was wishing the Astros would have won. I was like, I don't care if I get to sing it, just win. It was heartbreaking. It was a heartbreaking deal.
But still, pretty cool.
I'm telling you, I'm a diehard Astros fan. And at the end of the night, like, I was very sad. I needed therapy.
I know. We're still lamenting here about the Rangers loss, so we know. All right, Ryman Auditorium this year. Tell me about that.
That was one of the coolest concerts I've ever been able to do. First of all, we pre-sold it out, which is kind of that's like a sacred honor to do. I think the biggest part of that show for me would have been, and for those of you that don't know, this is what I did in my set. For a 2-hour set, I cut it in half. And I only played my music for an hour. And then after that, I took a stand for country music and just kind of said, you know what, we're going to play some Patsy Cline, we're going to play some Glenn Campbell and some Merle Haggard, some George Jones and George Strait. And, you know, I kind of just, I put my foot down a little bit that night, and it was very, very emotional to know that you're standing in that place and you're kind of standing up for it.
Mother Church. That was very cool. And then also this year, big stadium stop with George Strait.
Yeah, man, it's funny. So the night before we played in Austin, and we had chartered a private jet to fly all night so that we could make an early morning sound check. We get there with all of our gear, and we were 2,500 pounds overweight. So we had to sit there and burn a very large dollar amount worth of fuel before we could take off. And we were like up till like 3 o'clock in the morning. We had to detour into Tennessee to refill back up.
I was going to say, did you have to refuel then?
We made it just in time for sound check. I took a nap on the floor of the locker room. And
it's glamorous,
man.
Showbiz is glamorous.
I'm kind of the underdog kind of guy. Like, so all this is going on, and the whole time I'm like, y'all are not prepared for the show I'm going to put on tonight. Like, I'm going to take out all my friends. And I did too. I let it all hang out.
Well, we can't wait to see you tonight on stage here in Dallas, man. And thanks for all you do, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.